Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where a racist police officer confronted an innocent black mother and accused her of stealing before pulling her out of the car and tasing her, leading to an unlawful arrest. On February 4th, 2020, a 39-year-old woman named Tawanda Crowell was at a Publix location purchasing food for her granddaughter. After paying for all the grocery items, she walked out of the store and got inside her vehicle, ready to drive back home. This is when she was suddenly approached by Officer Kevin Munger with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, who was working off duty as store security and decided to follow Ms. Crowell because the store employee suspected her of stealing something out of the blue. Officer Munger demanded to see Ms. Crowell's receipt, and she was expectedly angry at the ordeal.
It is not your right.
Yes, it is.
It is not your right.
Yes, it is.
Do you want to sit in my car?
No, I don't want to sit in your car, and I'm not sitting in your car. No, it's called your sergeant. No, it ain't. You ain't seen me steal nothing.
Then show me your receipt.
I will not.
Show me your receipt.
I won't.
If you took it without paying for it,
I don't steal. I don't steal.
Then all
I do not steal.
All they want to do is not have you here.
I don't steal.
Okay, then show me your receipt.
I won't do that.
Then show me your receipt.
I won't do that.
Why?
I won't do that because...
Do you realize you can go to jail for that?
Oh, I realize if I stole it, but I don't steal.
You're not cooperating.
I'm not cooperating because you ain't got no probable cause because they said something. Go watch the camera first.
Ma'am.
I'll walk back in there with you and go watch the camera. No, I'm upset because I see this every day.
I don't have access to the camera.
So how they gonna say I stole if they didn't see me steal?
Ma'am, what is your name? What's your name? Come now. What's your name?
No, I see this every day.
Listen to me.
Every day.
Do you think I want any trouble right now?
But do you know how many people done walked in that store while you out here bothering me in there stealing?
Ma'am, they simply asked if you had a receipt. They didn't see you go through a register.
Well, why don't they go through all the registers and ask the people if they see me?
Ma'am.
Let's walk back in there.
Where's your receipt?
Come on, let's walk back in there.
Bring your receipt.
Let's walk back in there.
Do you have your receipt?
Let's walk back in there.
Just show me your receipt.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not letting you go back in the store.
Okay, then,
is that your receipt from today?
It is, but I'm not showing because I ain't got no y'all can't make me show nothing.
I can.
No, you can't.
Actually, I can, and you're not giving me your ID. So I can't prove that you didn't take anything.
No,
so I don't know.
Anyways.
Why are we arguing about this?
Because y'all profile black people every day like that.
Everybody that shops in here is black. Everybody that shops in here is black.
No, everybody ain't.
Well, most of them are.
They is.
We can profile anybody.
I see y'all up here every day bothering people.
I don't bother anybody.
Whoever.
Can you just show me your receipt?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Right off the bat, it becomes obvious that Ms. Crowell was upset at how she was being accused of stealing. She took it as a form of racism against her and claimed that the officers around the area often racially profiled people. If we refer to a recently published Washington Post article about Jacksonville, it stated that, in a city where nearly a third of residents are black, impatience and anger are competing with the hope that many have for change. In late August, 3 black people were fatally shot by a white man with a swastika-decorated assault rifle who had targeted a Dollar General store in a black neighborhood. Then in late September, white police officers were recorded punching and slamming a 24-year-old black man to the ground after a traffic stop. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland traveled to Jacksonville to announce a $9 million settlement with a local bank accused of discriminating against residents in the city's black and Hispanic communities as recently as 2021 by denying or discouraging credit and home loan applications. Judging by this, it's understandable why Ms. Crowell was reluctant to comply with Officer Munger and retaliated instead. But she also had a very good point. She said Officer Munger couldn't force her to show the receipt, even though she had it with her, and she instead gave him the idea of walking back into the store and watching the CCTV footage to investigate whether she had stolen anything. In fact, she even agreed to walk into the store with Officer Munger so they could both rewind the footage and prove her point. She later told police she was afraid to give Officer Munger her receipt for fear he might destroy it. It's very important to bear in mind that law enforcement officers are supposed to act within the boundaries of the law and respect individuals' rights. By going back into the store and examining the footage, it would provide objective evidence of whether Ms. Crowell had engaged in any theft. This approach would have allowed Officer Munger to fulfill his duty of investigating potential criminal activity while respecting Ms. Crowell's rights and avoiding unnecessary confrontation.
Because that makes absolutely no sense at all. I'm not going to.
Can I see your receipt?
No, because if they sent you out here, that means they saw me steal.
They didn't see you go through a register
then, so
and pay.
why not do their protocol is
Step out of the car.
To go look on the camera.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car and come with me.
I'm not stepping out no car.
Then you're going to go to jail.
But then you're going to have to take me to jail.
Okay, step out of the car.
I'm not stepping out no car.
Okay. You got all these kids in here you left in here by yourself. Do you want me to push this further? Well, you went in the store?
They're not little kids.
Oh, they are little kids. And you left them all in the store. And what are you going to do when you go to jail and they're all here? So I call DCF to come get them all?
My mama stay right around the corner.
Okay, so I don't have to call your mom to come get them. I can call DCF.
They my sister kids. They'll call her to come get her children.
Why don't you show me your receipt?
Because Publix and everybody in there.
Okay. Step out of the car.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You have to step out of the car.
No, you have to call your sergeant or your lieutenant.
Come on.
No.
You're going to go to jail.
No, I'm not.
You're going to go to jail.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Then give me your receipt.
I'm not giving you my receipt.
Come on.
No, I'm
You're
not.
Going to jail.
No, I'm not.
You're going to jail.
No, I'm not.
You're going to jail.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You are going to jail.
No, I'm not.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
No, I'm not.
You're going to jail.
No, I'm not. Call your mama.
Come on.
No, I'm not.
You're going to go to jail. I'm going to taser you. I'm going to taser you right here, right now.
Tase me.
I'm going to tase you right now.
Tase me.
Get out of the car.
Tase me.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. You're under arrest. You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest for what?
Get out of the car.
At this point, we've learned that the only reason Officer Munger was confronting Miss Crowell was because one of the employees claimed that they didn't see her go through a register and pay for her items. This automatically makes the ordeal rather unreasonable because Officer Munger had no way to verify whether the employee's allegation was accurate, and basing the detainment solely on the employee's claim could be deemed unjustified. As per Section 901.151 of the Florida statutes, whenever any law enforcement officer of this state encounters any person under circumstances which reasonably indicate that such person has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a violation of the criminal laws of this state, or the criminal ordinances of any municipality or county, the officer may temporarily detain such person for the purpose of ascertaining the identity of the person temporarily detained and the circumstances surrounding the person's presence. The question that follows this is, what does reasonable suspicion exactly mean? Well, it's made clear that reasonable suspicion is a legal standard that falls between mere speculation or hunch and probable cause. It is a subjective assessment made by law enforcement officers that is based on specific, articulable facts and reasonable inferences drawn from those facts. By the looks of it, Officer Munger arguably didn't have reasonable suspicion. It was indeed mere speculation or a hunch because an employee just didn't see her pass through a register, which is obviously a weak piece of evidence, if we can even call it that. Lastly, we've seen Officer Munger now grabbing onto Miss Crowell and pulling her out of her own vehicle. Officer Munger claimed that she was officially under arrest, something that made no sense whatsoever. But more on that soon. Let's watch the footage first.
I'm under arrest for what?
Turn around.
Call your mom.
Turn around right now.
What am I under arrest for?
Turn around right now for not cooperating.
Cooperating?
Turn around.
I didn't steal.
Tasing you right now. Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground right now. Get down on the ground. Put your hand behind your back right now. Right now. Give me your other hand. Right now. Lay on your face. Oh, wow, that's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand right now.
I didn't steal nothing. It is. It's fine. My dad work on the police department.
Oh, that's really nice.
I got
Go away, ma'am. Go away.
Keep recording, ma'am.
Idiot. Oh, yeah.
Keep recording, ma'am.
Yeah, right.
Keep recording. Thank you.
Call him.
My number is 549-3859.
Stand up. Now you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Just stay there, okay? I'll be with you in a second.
You think I'm gonna go and steal some shit? Oh, cause I'm black? Oh, most definitely. Can you
Go.
call my family?
Walk to the car.
Stop doing that to me.
Walk
like
to the
that.
car. Cooperate.
I am cooperating.
Walk to the car.
Can you call my family for me?
Walk to the car.
It is. Thank you, ma'am. Please put it on Facebook.
Hey, can you get Anna for me?
Y'all so stupid. I'm kidding on the NAACP. I guess I'll
That's what you wanted. That's all you wanted.
I guess so.
So.
I guess you gave me what I wanted.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah. Oh, yeah, hold on a second.
I didn't steal. And you talking about you, what the hell are you holding me for? Oh, it don't need two of y'all. Are you serious? That's what's wrong with y'all now. You tightening my hand and I'm not even moving.
Gotta get my jacket out of the
You
car.
doing the most.
Here, yeah, you can set her in here. Just have a seat.
A lot had unfolded within just a couple of minutes, and almost all of it was totally illegal. First things first, Officer Munger had totally forgotten that Miss Krell had something known as the Fourth Amendment right, which goes as follows. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. In simple words, people have the right to privacy and security in their own homes, personal belongings, and private information, unless there is probable cause. Even putting his hands inside Miss Krell's vehicle violated this constitutional right, and pulling her out was even worse. Secondly, Officer Munger stated several times that Miss Krell was officially under arrest, but this was false and bogus. Even if we give Officer Munger the benefit of the doubt and assume that he had reasonable suspicion to detain Miss Krell, it still made clear that reasonable suspicion is not enough for an arrest or a search warrant. Apart from that, a law enforcement officer can initiate an arrest if they have probable cause to believe that a suspect committed a crime. For further clarity, note that reasonable suspicion is a step before probable cause. At the point of reasonable suspicion, it appears that a crime may have been committed. The situation escalates to probable cause when it becomes obvious that a crime has most likely been committed. Judging by this, it's clear as day that Officer Munger had now unlawfully and illegally arrested Miss Krell for no reason whatsoever. Also, in case you missed it, Officer Munger's misconduct gets exposed even further when he calls a passerby an idiot just because she was recording the ordeal. He even goes as far as to order her to leave the scene, another example of unconstitutional behavior. We will get to the outrageous use of the taser very soon. Let's continue to the footage first.
Appreciate it, brother.
I know you said something.
No, I just, hang on a second. Battery in my portable is dead. I'm good now. I had to taser her. Can you go back over there for me and check on that car where she was in?
Which car was it?
It's the, it was a white SUV over there. There's a bunch of kids in it.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm recording right now. Anna told me that she walked by. I saw her walk by with a bag. I didn't see her at a register. So I go over there to her car just to check and say, hey, you got a receipt? I need to see your receipt. She refused to show me a receipt, refused to show me her ID. So I'm like, listen, I mean, you know, if you took something here, you didn't pay for it, they'll probably trespass you, but I need to see your receipt. She wouldn't show it to me. And so it just got ugly over there, so I had to taser her and stuff. She's gonna go to jail. I don't know if she paid for her stuff or not, but...
Now, about the use of the taser against Miss Krell. According to Order 551 of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, it is the policy of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office to allow officers to use only a degree of force which is reasonable and necessary to effect an arrest, or to protect themselves or others from personal attack, physical resistance, harm, or death. The decision to use force at any level must be based upon state and federal laws and the circumstances that the officers reasonably believe to exist at the time. Prior to any use of force, de-escalation techniques should be applied when reasonable. In Miss Krell's case, absolutely no de-escalation techniques were used, and she was tased out of pure negligence. It's almost as if Officer Munger's ego came into play, and that's when he decided to tase her. On top of that, the same document goes into detail about when an officer can use a taser, also known as a conducted energy weapon, CEW for short. The officer must have legal authority to take the person into custody, or the person is already lawfully confined in a DOC facility. And B, the person is, at a minimum, exhibiting active physical resistance, or C, the subject is an immediate threat to the officer or others. Or D, the person is preparing or attempting to flee in order to resist, avoid being taken into, or remaining in lawful custody. Judging by these official policies, we come to a strong conclusion. Officer Munger not only illegally arrested an innocent woman, but he also used an unjustified and excessive amount of force against her.
Hi.
Is there any way we can get a phone number from them? Answer for a phone number or something to get, so they can get the kids?
Yeah, I mean, I can work on that.
Should give me a phone number so somebody can get the kids and get a car.
Yeah, I can work on that in a second. Are you gonna be over there?
Yeah, I was gonna go right here with
Okay.
the kids. They upset. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna call for somebody to just get them.
Okay, I'll come over there in just a second.
Okay.
But she's gotta go to jail, so unfortunately I got myself in a big mess here for no reason. All she had to do was show me a receipt. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't give me her ID, so here I am. It's a mess.
Who's that other guy?
He works for us. He's off duty. He's got his badge with him, so I just had him check on those kids. I'm sorry, Mike. I gotta.
What do you need? You bought water or something?
I got some in here. I need Anna's date of birth and stuff.
Okay.
Her information.
Okay. I'll get over.
Thanks. Can you send me a supervisor and another unit to Publix? It's 7628 103rd Street, reference to a 1015 that I had a taser. And also send me rescue.
You didn't have to tase me. You want to tase me. You want to kick me in my head. You
247-936.
do everything that you did, but it's okay because I'm thanking God in advance for it.
336, 234, only in setting, show you 1051, 7946, 7628, 103rd Street.
Yeah, you should have cooperated.
No, I didn't.
You should have cooperated.
Right, I don't have to.
You do have to cooperate. What's your first name?
I do not have to give my ID. I don't
Yes,
have
you
to
do.
give my receipt. No, I don't.
Okay, well, that's why you're in the position you're in.
It is, and I'm going to be out.
That's why you're in the position that you're in.
My uncle worked in NAACP.
Oh, well, that's the whole reason why you did what you did then.
It's fine.
That's fine with me too.
He is fine.
Wonderful. Hold
Did I
on.
steal, sir? No.
You at 793, all 35, those are my units.
Y'all know I didn't.
2.2,
Y'all just
793.
profiling me because I was black. You seen me come through the
Step out.
race.
Let me step out. Hey, is there any chance we could check the, let me hold on a second.
Ultimately, Ms. Crowell was arrested on account of resisting an officer without violence, though the state attorney's office later dropped the charge. Following her arrest, Officer Munger discovered Ms. Crowell's receipt, which showed she rightfully purchased the food. Crowell is suing Publix for $50,000 in damages with the help of a nationally recognized civil rights attorney, Ben Crump. Crump, with co-counsel Steve Combs and Jamie Holland, are alleging that Crowell suffered physical and mental trauma and lost her job due to the incident. In a statement issued last week, the team alleged that Publix is at fault for hiring off-duty uninformed police to work in its stores, but doesn't provide any training specific to working in a retail environment. Interestingly, Publix's response to the lawsuit notes Munger is not a store employee and says the store did not instruct him to arrest Crowell. Munger is not named in the lawsuit. First Coast News also obtained Munger's discipline history. It shows 25 citizen complaints filed against him since 2004, including allegations of bias-based profiling and excessive use of force. A spokesperson for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office told WCNC that Officer Munger's actions were investigated and he was cleared. The lawsuit is still active and no further updates have been made. Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter.